Hello Aquarius, welcome back to my YouTube channel. These are going to be your messages for the month of March 2022. We're trying a bit of a different format this month. Instead of the previous format that I used last month, I figured it would be nice for you guys to see the cards as I am doing the spread. If this is the format that you would prefer, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up or leave a comment just so I know how to tailor the monthlies for you guys. With that being said, today I'm going to be reading from Starchild Tarot as well as pulling some cards from Plant Ally Oracle, but of course I will have both of these listed below. I've already shuffled off camera, so we are good to start pulling. Let's see what comes out for Aquarius this month. First card out. We have the Eight of Cups. Next, you have the Emperor. Queen of Crystals. Knight of Crystals. Six of Crystals. The Five of Wands. The Nine of Swords, and the Two of Cups. All right, Aquarius, first message out of the gate for you guys, you have the Eight of Cups here over top of the Six of Crystals, also known in traditional tarot as the Six of Pentacles. So Six of Crystals here is giving me the sense that some of you Aquariuses, you were maybe introduced to a new career opportunity, some sort of opportunity for advancement or growth of some kind, and you had to walk away from it with this Eight of Cups here. I get the sense that for some of you guys, it was because they weren't willing to meet you with this opportunity where you deserved to be met. So either the salary wasn't where it needed to be, or they were offering you this opportunity, and on the surface it looked like it could be a good thing, but then once you found out about the details around the opportunity, it wasn't really worth all of the hassle or the extra workload or the extra responsibility, and so you turned it down and said no. And the reason that I say that, Aquarius, is because you also have this Five of Wands next to the Six of Crystals. So these three cards are giving me the sense that, especially with this Five of Wands here, that there were unsatisfied desires. Like you maybe tried to negotiate, or you tried to get things where they needed to be, and some sort of maybe authority figure with the Emperor here was not willing to meet you where you needed to be met. They were not willing to meet your value and give you what it was that you deserved with this particular role. And so you were just like, no thanks. Five of Wands also indicates a redirection of energy, like you are being blocked by some sort of force, like I said, and so you have to redirect your energy in another place. So some of you may have left this job entirely because once this inability to meet your value was revealed, you just couldn't stomach staying in that place of employment anymore. You couldn't stomach, having to go in and see these people that obviously don't really value you as a person, as an employee. You couldn't take that, and so you left the job entirely. And so some of you are in this place of the anxiety is very high in terms of what you're gonna do next, what your next move is, where your next paycheck is gonna come from. But Nine of Swords reflects some sort of internal disharmony and a deep sense of worry, a deep sense of being in your head, not being able to see past the current situation or circumstance that you are in. And for some of you guys, you left this position or you left this job, you turned it down, and instead you are kind of taking up this Emperor energy and blazing your own path. I love how the Emperor energy, I love how this Emperor card, the Lion, is looking toward the Queen of Crystals. And this is an energy that you guys are embodying instead. So rather than sitting in this Five of Wands or in this Nine of Swords, you are saying to yourself, okay, it was what it was. I saw what I needed to see. Some of you already knew. You already knew that this particular job or this particular employer wasn't going to match your value. They weren't going to give you what you deserved. And so now that you have that proof and you've walked away, you guys are very determined to blaze your own path in some sort of way, whether that's starting your own thing or whether that is moving on to a different company, a different job, a different employer. You're not necessarily seeing it so much as a loss. Like, yes, technically you might have literally lost a job or walked away from a job, but you're not holding that energy in yourself. You're not wallowing. You're taking that and turning it into fuel to lead you to something better. For those of you that are starting from scratch in terms of career and jobs right now, Spirit is giving you the advice to focus on your foundation. So yes, bills have to get paid, and bill collectors do not care about what you think your value is. They just want their money. Like, they don't care about the whole backstory and everything. Spirit is giving you the advice to focus on your foundation and not to settle. Don't be in this place of desperation and fear. Don't be so deeply embedded in that you are desperate and you just settle for the first job that comes about. And it's not much better than the job that you just walked away from. So focus on your foundation, focus on setting the tone for your value in the workplace, and don't settle for anything less or outside of that. With this Queen of Crystals energy and this Knight of Crystals energy next to her, I very much get the sense that ultimately you are going to get the opportunity, the job, the business, whatever it is that you want, you're going to have it. But I do feel the sense that this is a test of, you know, okay, like, walking away was just the first step. And if you did that, if you did walk away and you didn't just roll over to whatever this original job was trying to offer you, that's great. But is that really real? Was that energy that you displayed in walking away really real? Do you really believe in yourself that much? If you do, then you'll navigate through all of this just fine. If it was false and you succumb to that fear and that desperation of, oh, I need to have a job, I need to do something, I need to pay my bills, like, if you succumb to that, then you're not going to get this Emperor, Queen of Crystals, and Knight of Crystals energy. You're going to end up right back here where you're in this employment or in this job of discontentment. You're not happy with it. It's not, you know, you're not getting the pay that you deserve. You're not getting the benefits or the you know, the title that you deserve, the promotion, whatever it is. And so follow through, Aquarius. Follow through with the tone that you've set. Some of you have not done this yet. Some of you have not walked away yet. You're thinking about it. You're really considering it. But for those of you that have made that choice already and you've done it, follow through. And I promise you that you will see what it was all for in the end. Ending your tarot spread with the Two of Cups here. This is an energy of resolution. This is an energy of mutual respect. And so for a lot of you Aquariuses out there, this is the end goal in terms of your relationships, in terms of your work career. You just want to be respected. You want to be respected. You want to be valued. You don't want it to be this one-sided thing. Two of Cups is an indication that this is what you can have. This is what is coming, but again, you have to follow through. Second message coming through with this Two of Cups here, I feel this is to be tied to the Queen of Crystals and the Knight of Crystals. Some of you guys are in a relationship, or you can expect to be in a relationship by the end of March. It feels like there's a lot of similarity here, a lot in common. Some of you may feel as though, some of you may be pursuing a younger person, or a younger person may be pursuing you. There is a potential here to build something really nice together. However, Spirit is saying there is also an energy of both being very willful and headstrong. So just be mindful of that, Aquarius. You know when you're being stubborn, and you recognize stubbornness in another person. So if you find that to be the case this month with a significant other, just kind of take a step back. Take a step back, take a breather, so that you don't say something that you can't take back, or you don't do something that you can't take back. The reason that you may sometimes clash with this person is because truly you're very similar, like I said. And so you have a way that you have a certain way and a certain vision in which you want to do things, and so does this person. And neither of you are willing to compromise or be flexible in that vision. And so you can't fault a person for having the same level of passion that you have towards your stuff. So just try to work with it, try to compromise is a big thing I'm feeling like needs to happen in your relationships this month. With that being said, Aquarius, I'm going to go ahead and pull 3 oracle cards for you. I hope you enjoyed those tarot messages and got what you needed. First card out you have is Joy. Second card you have is Unconditional Love. Third card is Healing. Nice. So we're going to flip these over and read the back. First card, Joy, says, you are blessed with a renewed interest and joy in life. Notice how simplifying your life can offer a key to happiness. Experience pure bliss. I feel like that ties very well into the energy that you need to embody and exude, especially if you are here, Aquarius, where you have recently had to walk away from something and leave something behind that has maybe put you in a bit of a tight spot, or there's an anxiety around it, there's a fear. Try to embody more joy, because when you are in a space of joy and bliss, you attract much faster the things that you want, as opposed to being in this 5 of Wands or this 9 of Swords where you're in your head and you are hyper focused on worry. It takes much longer to attract the things that you want. It takes much longer to see opportunities that might be around you. So embody more of a joy mindset this month, and I think you guys will have very positive results with that. Moving on to Unconditional Love, it says, self-love and acceptance is essential for unconditional love. What can you do right now to nourish and support your emotional heart? So again, this is not just unconditional love for an external person, although for some of you that may be what you need to practice more of this month, but this is also unconditional love for yourself. Again, especially for those of you going through more of the messages towards the beginning of your reading. So, self-love and acceptance. That's another important theme for you guys going into March. Last oracle says healing. Renew your confidence in the natural defenses of your body to heal and overturn illness. What steps do you need to take to wrap your body in a big hug of love? A speedier recovery is on its way to you. So the card is more so talking about like a physical illness, but healing, we already know, is on so much more than just a physical level. Healing can take place on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, and yes, also on a physical level. But what do you need to heal right now, Aquarius, in terms of your work life? What do you need to heal in terms of why you are attracting certain work environments, certain toxic or overbearing or over authoritative bosses? What about that needs to be looked at and healed? If you are in more of this anxiety and grief and loss and fear, if that's more of the energy that you are embodying right now, how can you heal from that? How can you kind of flip that coin so that you are exuding and embodying more joy? So lots of homework for you guys, Aquarius, this month. Nothing that is impossible, nothing that I'm not sure you won't be able to do. Those are your messages for the month of March. Lots to unpack there, but I hope you guys got what you needed out of it. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.